Welcome back to the channel. We are live. It's Monday night. Got a little haircut. Feeling good about that. Hair was getting too damn long. But yeah, here we are. I'll give it a minute or two. If you're rewatching this, just jump forward to 2 or 3 minutes in, and we should be going. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hey, what's up? Is that is that a keel? I always mix it up. That's Q, right? Yeah, so all right. That's what's up. What's up? Keel, how you doing? So it is Monday night. We are live. Just watched some bullshit football. I wanted the Steelers to win, but um, I don't know. Miami didn't seem like they were trying very hard down the stretch. They were taking their sweet ass time down by like 20 points. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. What up, Monk? So yeah, I'll give it a minute or two, see if we can get a few more people in here. How you doing, Monk? Hope you're doing well with the dogs and so. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, it's good stuff. So I was just got my hair cut. I like it a lot better when it's like this, or it's got to be short, where it's manageable. You know what I mean? Did you do something different? Yes, sir. I cut it all off. Well, the wifey cut it all off, but yeah, we were out. We feeling a little better today. Thank you, thank you. We went out. We got some stuff for the stockings. We're just about ready for Christmas here. Yeah, it's just so much more manageable, when it's short like this. But uh how does that work? Some dead hero? Is that how you eat it? Man, my hair is blue at the moment. Oh, okay, cool. I think uh I think Big E has blue hair too, or I don't know. I've seen a picture of him once. Hopefully, he'll be popping in here too. But so yeah, I was getting ready to hop in the shower, scrolling through TikTok, and a video from Gunners Collective popped up. We'll talk about this briefly, and then we will move on. But he says there's a guy. He was semi-famous, I guess you would say. He's from Northern California, Little Toro. I don't know who the guy was. You know what I mean? But I guess he said he passed away. I heard he was dealing with some mental health issues or something, and yeah, he got unalived. So I'm listening to Gunner for a minute. I don't really much care for Gunner's uh, content, but I'd been hearing about this cat, and you know, I'm watching for 30 seconds or so, and one thing that really annoys me about Gunner and his content. I used to subscribe to the guy. Gunner always knows everybody, and of course, Gunner knew this guy too. Gunner knew Rascal. Rest in peace, Rascal. I watched Rascal's content. Rascal's content was good. Um, but show you what 3 add-on accessories would come included. If they made an action figure of me, I don't think they'd make an action figure of me, bro. I don't know, but Yeah, right away. Oh, I knew the guy personally. He says, and I just scrolled on. You know what I mean? Like this guy. I don't know. He annoys me. But anyways, let's talk about some sobriety and stuff tonight. Let's talk about some football. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. There's plenty of channels that go after those guys, and you know that is what that is, right? But anytime you gain popularity, you're going to I like that. Monk says my add-on accessories would be cigarette lighter, pocket knife, and a tamale. Gotta have the tamale, bro. I love it. That's good stuff. Do me a favor, guys, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Um, so, in the past when we've talked about addiction, I've always said that I thought marijuana was okay. I don't think it is anymore, in my opinion, when it comes to recovering from harder drugs. Um, you know, damn, Monk says I bought a dozen tamales from some dude in the parking lot of Dollar Tree. A lot of times you find the best ones though in the parking lot, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. And I hate it when people say I ain't gonna lie, but oh man, that's like a pet peeve of mine. Usually if you say that, you're lying, I think, but whatever. I'm kind of all over the place with it tonight, but that sounds like you've got a problem there, Reed Henderson. How much they cost, Monk? Says Q. What's up, Big E? How you doing, bro? So we went out. We did some Christmas shopping for the stockings for the grandkids, and I think we mostly got that done. I think we're in pretty good shape this year, actually. And if you've been following, I've been sick last week. I was sick real bad, so it's a good thing because I missed some work last week. I hate to miss work, but they're small ones. Yeah, what happened to my hair? The wifey cut it for me, and I love it. I don't like dealing with hair. I much more prefer this look, you know. Yeah, the biggest. I attend a PTSD meeting with two of my sponsees. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know. I imagine they got meetings for just about everything now, huh? Hell, that could be a good one. I'll tell you a little story. Uh, just about everyone at the meeting smoked. Yeah. So we did it's called a white elephant game. It's like a Christmas thing. Like everybody brings a gift. We did it with the family last night. That's the reason I didn't go live. And, I'll tell you on the topic of PTSD, I think maybe I might suffer from that. I'll tell you, a lot of family over. We were at my oldest daughter's house in Hesperia, and it was really crowded in there. And I don't know what it is, but when there's a lot of people around, I get very anxious. Very, very anxious. Like I'm not comfortable. Even it's family, you know what I mean? But there is a concentration of. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. And I could see where that would happen, Uh, Jesus. But yeah, like it was a very full house, and yeah, I don't know. Like it just it bothers me. It bothers me, and these are all loved ones, basically. You know what I mean? Like this is all family, immediate family, a little bit of extended family, and like I get very uncomfortable, you know. Uh, and that's kind of what it feels like, to be honest with you. It feels like the room is not big enough. You know what I mean? So claustrophobic, anxious, or like nervous anxious, because I have a legit diagnosed paranoia. I get like that too, especially if the door is locked or I can see the door. Hey Cora, I'm assuming that's Luna or Toya talking, right? And I love you too, baby girl. Chargers did win versus the Chief. Okay, yeah, I figured so. Love you too, baby girl. Yeah, it's not so much. I think it's like the the PTSD or whatever it is, the anxiety. What's up? Shout out to Africa. Welcome in. I think it's a carryover from incarceration. You know. I hope you have 2 videos. Thank you, baby girl. Her phone. I didn't even know she hopped on the live. Nice. What's up, burp burp? Yeah, I think it's a carryover from incarceration, and it's been a long time since I've been incarcerated. But you know, typically when you're incarcerated, it's overcrowded. There's just too many people for the space, right? And when it gets like that, like I get really hyper aware, and I'm paying attention to everything, and I'm watching and I'm seeing what people are doing, and you know, I don't think it's obvious, uh, but you know, like I get hyper aware and I start really focusing. I have trouble having a good time because I'm just paying attention to everything. I'm watching what's going on, and so Grove Street family gang up in the house. Loke, I hope y'all had a great damn day on Grove. What's up with y'all? I came to show love after smoking joints with my homies in Ganton. I'm back home. Well, shout out to Grove Street family. Welcome in, Mac. Altogether, I gave up about 8 years of my life uh, on the installment plan between county facilities and California prison. I didn't do a whole bunch of time in California prison, but I was um, I was on probation in 3 different counties at the same time. So like anytime I got locked up, it turned into a long time. You know what I mean? And you have to remember, it could be reverberations of incarceration. You're hyper aware because the last time you were confined, you had to keep your, yeah, absolutely, brother, absolutely. I from We Are Kings 13. Benny Blanco, Bronx, 1975. What's up? So you're from We Are Kings 13? Are you from the Bronx? Is 13 out there? For that, I'm your new subscriber, homie. Keep doing your thing on Grove. Appreciate you, Mac. And shout out to the Grove. Uh, possession for sales. Uh, there, I had a ammunition charge. I had gun charges. Um, there was a bunch of stuff. Ultimately, you know what I mean. What happened now? Uh, I must be missing some of these comments because I see Cora saying some things, but I don't see the comment. I think they got timed out. But yeah, so yeah, I had a bad addiction to meth and hustling, basically. And you know, Oh, Q, my bad. G's up, B's down. I'm going to bed. All right, dog. Appreciate you tapping in, Mac. Stay up. Yeah, so I was hustling and then I fucked around and tried the product and it became a long-term problem for me. I was addicted for 16, 17 years, in and out of incarceration. Uh, Tried rehabs, took a few times to finally get it right. You know what I mean? Uh, I did it once in LA County Jail. That was the only time I ever used when I was incarcerated. And that was the biggest mistake of my life, in my opinion. Well, not the biggest mistake of my life. That was a huge mistake, let's just say. You know what I mean? That's right. Shout out to the mods, to Q, to Cora, to Big E. Yeah, you guys are doing your thing because half the stuff you're responding to, I'm not even seeing it. So good job on that. How many fist fights do you get into? More than a handful, I'll say, Benny Blanco. Uh, Mostly in the county jail. Prison, we weren't really doing that sort of stuff. Everything is, uh, well, at the time, everything was segregated in California prisons. County jail, you could get a one-on-one, mostly with your own race. So you know what I mean. Uh, I never made a prison shank, but I've definitely been in contact. Definitely been around them. Definitely never never actually used one. I didn't do much time in prison. You know what I mean? Uh, I've seen some in the LA County jail for sure. Sheriffs were definitely dicks. I think the difference in California between prison and the county jail is in the county jail, it's still the sheriff's house. When you get to prison, it's our house. You know what I mean? So the convicts run the prisons. To a certain extent, we do the county jails as well. But like and subscribe to Bobby. I appreciate you, Reed. But yeah, it's a whole different world, you know? Let's see if I missed anything. Yeah, definitely some fist fights in the county jail. Uh, Not so much in prison. Mods are on it. I'm seeing timed out, timed out, timed out. Good job. What's going on here? Explain yourself. What are you looking for here? Circle of protection. We're talking about recovery from addiction, a little bit about incarceration, and wherever the chat takes us tonight. This channel's about sobriety, though, and recovery from addiction. And, we talk a little bit about football on here. That game tonight was pretty pathetic, I thought, but, it didn't seem like the Dolphins wanted to get back in it, right? What's up with the 21 questions, huh? Or having a mod. I spent one day in county jail in my life, and it was possibly the most bittersweet timing. Rest of Christmas Eve, Christmas in jail, but the food was good. Yeah, you're right about that, Richard. You picked the best day to be locked up because you definitely got the best food you could. Thanks for the high five, Q. Appreciate you. What's up, David Nichols? It's nice to meet you as well. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We're just talking about wherever the chat takes us, Truth True Seekers Christian Library says, what do you think about Jesus? I'm in recovery myself for 29 years. I wouldn't be here without Jesus, True Seekers, to be honest with you. Um, I don't really dig too deep into that on the channel, but, you know, without him, I wouldn't be here. Like, he protects fools and children, and I wasn't a child. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I've been to jail several times and prison. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. No, I did not, Benny Blanco. That's not something that really happens like that. That's I mean, it's something, as I understand it, that definitely you would work towards, I guess, if you were doing a lot of time and you were with that action. You know what I mean? Good news. Thank you for sharing. Hey, and congratulations on your sobriety. That's awesome. Yeah, no, it isn't. Undecided. Good try. I have a friend I haven't heard from in several months now. He was in NA for 6 months in a halfway house type of deal. Then started using weed and pills again. Now he's up. Damn, that sucks, bro. That sucks, Richard. Unfortunately for a lot of us, we do the NA, and for me, like, NA was forced upon me by the courts, and it was one of the best things that ever happened, to be honest, because it opened my eyes to some things. But like, I was in and out of that program from the late 90s, in the early 2000s. Like, I would get hot on it, and then I would fall away. You know what I mean? I know, right, Monk? Yeah, these trolls are crazy with it. But Richard, I would say just keep your friend in your prayers, and be supportive where you're able to. For those of us that are fortunate enough, we make it back, and eventually we find success with the program. But the thing is, if it's anything like my story, like I said, the court put me on a court card and said, you have to go to these meetings or we're going to violate your probation. And excuse me. And I'd do it for a while, and then I'd mess up, have a relapse, and go on the run, and then I'd get locked up, and going from county to county because I was on probation in multiple counties. And then I'd get back into it a little bit better prepared, and after a while I'd mess that up. And you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we got to bump our heads a few times before we figure some things out, Richard. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know how it's a war. If it's a war, you have poor battle skills. I'm fighting 4 children and modding, so you could be a right. Cole is tubing. I'm going to call you Cole. Do prisoners really put knives up there? On higher levels, I would say yes. At the end of the day, I mean, in my time, if it's the tensions that there were between the groups, you were better off having it than not having it. You know what I mean? You're better to get caught with it than to not have it at all. Because, when the shit went down, you needed to be ready. And trust me when I tell you, the other side had their knives. So, yep. Meetings help, but I can't always fit my addiction into their box. Yeah. No, I hear you. And I think it's important with when you start going to the meetings and you start looking for a sponsor, you try to find somebody that lived the sort of lifestyle that you lived. You know what I mean? Because you want to have that understanding. You know, oh boy, Jesus Christ loves you. Come to him. He wants love you the way you are. And I hear you, Greg. I hear you. I love the man dearly, and I've made it clear to him that I'm always willing to lend a hand and meet him. And that's a great thing, Richard. You know, uh, but with addiction, I think until that person is ready, there isn't really a whole lot we can do but try to be supportive. Um, I mean, your parents, your loved ones want you to quit, but until you're ready, until you hit that rock bottom, as they say, right? And that rock bottom's different for everybody, like my rock bottom isn't yours, isn't Monk's, isn't Tapwood's, to name a few of the people that are in the group and understand that. Um, my rock bottom might be, whatever it is. Someone else's rock bottom might be, uh, penitentiary type stuff. You know what I mean? Or other stuff. But Monk says, I attend meetings mostly for the people I help with step work. But I found being mindful, being positive, staying active, and acts of service are what keep me sober. Absolutely. Absolutely. It looks like Q and E are at it. Fly me to your house, Q, and I'll say it to your face. Damn. John 3:16. Yes, sir. Tankier says $100. I don't know what that means. My Cash App is in the description, though. And if you're saying you want to shoot $100, I will take it. I'm not asking for money, though. I don't do that here, and don't sponsor the opposite sex. Yeah, absolutely. That is absolutely bad for business. I completely agree. Fly yourself to my house, bird ass, and say it to my face so I can punt your ass back home. Damn. Love is definitely stronger than hate. I agree, Greg. That far, you shouldn't be a mod. You should be a kicker in the NFL. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we are just having fun with this tonight, aren't we? Oh, boy. So, yeah, I'm back to work tomorrow. Thursday night football, though. Seattle and the Rams. The Seahawks and the Rams. I am going to be a Seahawk fan for the night because the Rams need to lose, and then we need to beat the Seahawks week 18 to win the division. So, boom. The opposite of love is indifference. Let's see those guns. I ain't got no guns. Oh, boy. He just needs to feel powerful. Laughing is the best medicine for being sick. Yes, it definitely helps. They say people that laugh often live longer. So I do my best to laugh as much as I can. Go Dogs. He needs his mod job back. Aren't you a mod already? Are you feeling threatened by the other modsy? A troll said you are my father and got timed out. That's wild. You guys are seeing this stuff a lot faster than I am, obviously, because I just see a bunch of timed out stuff. So stop that shit. What shit? Q is taking all the trolls from you. Q's on the job. Good job. Man. So yeah, we had football tonight. That game sucked in my opinion, but I'm not an AFC guy. I'm a Niner. You timing out trolls that aren't a threat. Oh, am I missing some good stuff or what? Do we need to give them a little more time before they get timed out? What am I missing, Q? Are they trolls that we could have some fun with? You're talking about him smoking and you need to stop your shit. Ooh. Wait, you mean soccer? I'm talking about Bang Bang Niner Gang. That's the only real football team. All the rest of these teams are pretenders. I'm talking my shit. It's that time of year. Oh, okay. Maybe you mods need to get together and have a meeting. Oh boy. Remember oh, I do. Absolutely. Didn't Steve Young come from there? Hall of Fame quarterback for the 49ers. Yeah. I'm hearing the playback from my wife's phone. It's about 20 feet from me, I think. Do you guys want to go see what the wife is doing? Oh, I can't because Luna's on, right? Is Luna still on? Luke Skywalker don't need to be in this live asking Bobby if he's his daddy. Oh, Luna hopped off? Okay. So none of the kids are watching, Q? I think we might go take a walk. Bought a set of shot glasses and beer mugs with... Oh, okay. That's cool. Maybe we can go see what the wife's doing. As long as the kids aren't watching. Okay. Let's see if the wife's okay with that. Is the wife okay with? So the wife made stockings. Oh, okay. There she is.
I'm a mess, babe.
No, you're not. You're beautiful. So she made the stockings for the grandkids. You can see. Oh, I got checked because my son got my present today, so we'll do that later though. There's the rest of the stockings and the tree. Yeah, that's cool, Monk. I can hear the feedback there, so I'm gonna walk over here. But make some for the mods. The mods' children, if I could speak correctly, have some. My grandkids. Well, only for the G babies. Yeah, exactly. Yep, those are for the grandbabies. So we'll set that back down. I'll make one for you, E, and then I'll have Q punt it. All the way over there. So yeah, here we are, Monday Night Raw. Is anybody in the chat actually actively addicted right now? Because I have questions. Q says, I'll eat everything that's delicious and punt the rest to E. I'm addicted to food. Yeah, that's not going to work. Don't be acting like you don't ain't wanting a stocking for Christmas, right? Yeah, I'm curious because I'm pretty well removed from the drug scene these days. You know what I mean? From any of the hard stuff, I don't know nothing about what the streets are looking like, but I know they've been blowing up them drug boats. I guess and I both have the same name, so he's getting jacked. That's right. Um, so I'm just wondering, is the supply dropping off? And what is that doing to the prices? Used to be addicted to fighting. Yeah. So I'm curious because I know under the previous administration, drug prices were dirt cheap. I heard people talking about, everything was dirt cheap. So I'm just curious, is it still like that? With them blowing up the drug boats that are coming up, seems like it would, hamper the demand, that not the supply rather. Yes, 49ers versus Colt next Monday. We get to play Old Man Rivers. And I don't want to talk too much shit because he looked pretty good. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just curious about that. If anybody knows anything about that, I'm curious. Type of parent that would eat all his kids' candy on Halloween and then get yelled at by the wife and go to the store to buy more. Seems there's a battle of the mods going on, huh? Maybe no. Anyways. Yeah, if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. I appreciate it. Really helps with the channel and getting the message out and the algorithm and all that good stuff, Appreciate that, Trey. Right back at you. I hope you're doing well. So, yeah, we're kind of all over the place tonight, like usual, What was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say. Favorite album? I'm all over the place with my music. One of my favorite songs, though, is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. But I also like a lot of 90s hip hop. Some of the stuff into the early 2000s as well. The Eagles were really cool. Um, time to flip backwards whenever he sees poles or bottles and magically lands on them. Damn. So, yeah, my music's kind of all over the place. My playlist has got a lot of stuff on it. I like Toby Keith a lot in the country genre. Tim McGraw was really good. Some of the earlier Dixie Chick stuff was cool. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Conway Twitty. Some of the twangy country music, the older stuff, is cool. It's funny because I hated that twangy. I'd never heard of Wolf Mother. I'll check it out though. That would watch the ABCs with his kids and actually enjoy himself. Are we having a roasting session amongst mods tonight or what? You're the type of person. He does actually. See? There you go. You tried to take a shot and it backfired, bro. What is that? Oh, okay. Choose number one, I guess. Okay. I see. I was trying to figure out what that little purple dot was right there. So, yeah. Bobby out here looking like what? Looking like what? Let me guess. Tank Abbott, Aryan Brotherhood. That's what people always say. So, guy shaves his head, and all of a sudden, we caught him in the McDonald's bathroom with chicken nuggets in his ass trying to eat. Wow. Kaialu? I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that is. It doesn't pack any punch if I don't know who it is. What's up, Nut Clutter? So, yeah, we're kind of all over the place with it tonight, but that's what I usually do. That's right. It's a bald cartoon kid? Okay. All right. What's up, Naruto fan? How you doing? Hey, what's up, Taftwood? How you doing tonight, bro? Oh, it's a kid's cartoon. Okay. I'm looking like a kid's cartoon? He just told his age. Yeah. Hope you're doing well tonight, Taftwood. Good win for you guys this weekend. And what's up with all the big injuries in the league this weekend? Mahomes going down, Micah Parsons. Yes, it is, huh? I think you guys might be able to catch up. Well, I don't know. Denver's, what are they, like 11-2 now or something? I think you guys definitely going to get a wild card, though. I think we're similar. I think we're both the 5 seed right now. So that'd be interesting. How about that for a Super Bowl? Chargers, Niners in the Niners' house? I love it. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Did anybody else find it ironic that once the Chiefs knew that their playoff dreams were over, all of a sudden Patrick Mahomes goes down with an ACL? And what I found funny was usually when somebody gets an injury in a Sunday game, we don't find out until Monday. But like 2 hours later, the NFL's putting out that he tore his ACL. I mean, I got nothing but respect for Mahomes. Like that dude, he loves to win, you know? Yes, sir. Yeah, you guys are rolling. You're rolling. I like your coach too, Jim Harbaugh. But yeah, I mean, Mahomes did all he could. He just didn't have the support. And I was glad to see them knocked out of the playoffs, to be honest. But we just don't have very good luck when we make it to the Super Bowl and they happen to be there. So, you know, Mahomes just had one bad year, nowhere close to Russell. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And to be honest with you, as far as Mahomes go, like I said, Like I'm not a fan. He's beat us in the Super Bowl twice. He's public enemy number one in my opinion. But that last game that I watched him play, I didn't watch the game on Sunday very much, but I think it was the Monday night game. Like he was hitting receivers in their hands and they were dropping the ball. Kelsey over there doing the tip drill and popping the ball up. Like Kelsey's been around way too long to be doing stupid shit like that, So I mean, Mahomes did what he could. He just didn't have the supporting cast. I don't know if they don't draft good or they just stopped coaching good or what happened, but like Mahomes is he's a great quarterback. And I don't blame this bad year on him. I blame it on the cast around him. But yeah, and honestly, Taftwood, when Harbaugh was the coach for the Niners, when we went to that Super Bowl where he played against his brother, the Ravens, like he's a quarterback whisperer, bro. Like that dude gets the best out of his quarterbacks, So, yeah, the whole world wanted them to win the Super Bowl 3 years in a row, and it all came crashing down because of the Eagles. I don't know about the whole world wanting them to win Super Bowl 3 in a row. I sure didn't. I sure did not. You know what I mean? But the only reason I watched that game, and that game was painful because I don't like the Eagles or the Chiefs. But I did not want the Chiefs to hold that 3 years in a row thing. So, like a 10th, yeah, I agree. Like, they became the Patriots under Brady, and either you love them or you hate them. Period. I mean, like I don't know. And half the people that loved them, before Mahomes came around, they weren't Chiefs fans. Knock it off. Knock it off. People say, "Oh yeah, I go way back with." Yeah, sure you do. Yeah. And I mean, for a while there, he was able to do a lot with not a lot of talent around him, but the shit all just came crashing down this year, and I don't understand how you can be an NFL receiver and the ball hits you in the hands and you drop it. You know what I mean? Like I've seen on a couple of occasions last week when they played where like, I mean, there's not even somebody on them, Those guys make millions of dollars to catch a ball. And if your quarterback is gracious enough to hit you in the hands with it, like you got to catch it, And another thing I noticed is they weren't getting a lot of those calls that they've been getting in the past. So I don't know if the refs gave up on them or what, but should have deflated the ball a little. Like, yeah, absolutely. 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 So, yeah, like I said, it's back to work tomorrow. Next Sunday is my birthday. So maybe we'll do a birthday live. I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably going to be working Saturday. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see what we got going on, I don't know. Birthdays aren't really, I'm not that much into that stuff, but yeah, we'll see what we got going on. Yeah, I'm going to be 53 already. God. Getting old, guys. But, I'm still here. I'm still kicking. So that's a great thing, So, babe.
Nope. Carry on. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I got this for the anyway. I saw you carrying it, I almost dropped your phone. How'd that work out? Okay, hold on.
That's what's up, Tapwood. Shout out to you on that, brother.
No paparazzi.
What you got in the box?
The bowls, baby, for the rest of the stuff.
Oh, okay. Stormy's in here making her nightly. Look over there. Look over here. Look over here. What are you doing, huh? Stormy's taking over. She's taking over the live. Go on, go on. So Ezekiel says, my uncle thinks that Joe Burrow is going to retire because he didn't look like himself in the game on Sunday, and he had this whole speech on TV a couple days before. Yeah, I think, as many of you know, my wife is a Bengals fan, and I think she said that I think Burrow's mother passed away recently, like within the last couple of months or whatever. So I think maybe that's something that he's struggling with right now. And, you know, like that's tough, you know? Yeah, that's what's up. Definitely. Q says, congrats, Tap. That's what's up. So I'm definitely going to be paying attention Thursday night when the Seahawks and the Rams go at it. I need the Seahawks. I'm going to be a Seahawks fan for the night because I need the Rams to lose a game. And then if all goes well, week 18, we'll beat on those Sea Chickens and we'll claim the NFC West and possibly the number 1 seed, which would be awesome because the Super Bowl is in Santa Clara.
Hercules Chunk Chunk.
Hercules Chunk Chunk. So yeah, that's what this week is going to look like pretty much. Not much else going on but work. You know, we're supposed to get some rain later in the week, so you got to think he just had surgery on his toe and then he lost his mom. Yeah, he might be leaving. Yeah, his mind ain't right now. You know, I mean, they said that's the first time he's been shut out as a professional. So since he came to the NFL, nobody's ever shut him out, and he got shut out, you know? So I think maybe, you know, if that's the case, I put that on management and coaching because he was already on injured reserve. They didn't need to, they rushed him back in because the coach is trying to keep his job, to be honest. And if his mind wasn't right, you know, is the coach and the management not talking to him? Do they not know that his mom passed away? And why are you thrusting him back into the spotlight when his mind ain't right, you know? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Zach Taylor's going to last there, to be honest with you. We'll see, though. We'll see. I mean, that should at least get a good draft pick out of it, a high first rounder. So hopefully they can get him some offensive line help or something. I don't know. I mean, that dude gets sacked so much. It's crazy. He needs to leave. So we're almost an hour in. I think we're going to wrap it up here shortly, guys. Another good one. Appreciate everybody tapping in. We're going to embarrass the Cowboys Sunday. Then you guys are going to make Tennessee wish they had extended their right? Man. Hey, cheers to you as well. JPR. What I don't understand, he did amazing on Thanksgiving game and that game after Thanksgiving. I don't know. I'm not sure. Appreciate it, Q. Oh, that's right. Q's a cowboy. anyways, yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Appreciate y'all tapping in. We'll be back on next Sunday. More than likely. Like I said, that's my birthday. 53 years old. Not young. But yeah, we'll see what that looks like. Anyways, you guys all have a great week. It's one day at a time, right? See you next week, Tapwood. Hey, Tapwood, hit my email if you would. It should be in the description. I want to tell you something, but not on here. And yeah, it's one day at a time, guys. You know what I mean? So just all we got to do is be the best version of ourselves today that we can be. And, all the rest will fall into place. So, anyways, faith, family, fitness, and freedom are the things that help me get my life together. Sounds good, brother. And don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you guys next week.